Well, they are called toxic cops, officers who get fired by one police department only get hired by another. CBS 4 investigator Brian Maass dug into the problem to see what the state's doing about it.
Take Randy Hurst. The Denver Police Department hired him in 1995. In 13 years on the job, he had 10 sustained internal affairs complaints, the most serious being his last. In 2008, Hurst admitted having sex with a woman in the bathroom of an East Colfax Taco Bell restaurant. He said he thought she was a prostitute. Hurst was on duty and in uniform at the time. The department fired him shortly after. You might think Hurst would never wear a badge again. Hardly. Then, just 7 months later, another police department, the Mountain View Police Department in Colorado, hired Hurst as a cop. Mountain View's police chief says all applicants like Hurst are thoroughly screened and tested to determine fitness for employment.
I'm shocked that another agency would hire that person.
To do away with cases like Randy Hurst, State Senator John Cook, a former sheriff, pushed this bill that was signed into law this year. It forces officers to sign a waiver releasing information in their personnel files.
So basically what we're trying to do is eliminate the gypsy cop that can't perform or is a bad performer or is a liar.
But they still get hired. Just ask Steve Davis. He was the chief of the rural Lock Buoy Police Department. He fired 4 officers for various forms of misconduct.
All 4 of them eventually got hired on in other departments.
And of those 4 departments, how many of them called you, did a reference check, checked the personnel files of these officers?
None of them called me.
Davis says smaller departments are stretched thin and don't have resources to do background checks.
There's officers I know of that I got rid of that are working the streets today.
Then there's former Denver officer Abby Dorn, a cop and fitness model. But her police career unraveled in 2012 when she was the focus of a steroid investigation. According to this internal investigation obtained by CBS 4, informants told police Dorn bought steroids while on duty and in uniform. Investigators found thousands of text messages and phone calls between Dorn and steroid dealers. But when interviewed, Dorn claims she didn't know the dealers and said she had no idea why her phone showed thousands of messages between her and the dealers. Months later, she applied to be a cop at this suburban department. We dug up her job application. She wrote she left Denver PD because there was, quote, no movement in the department. No mention of steroids or apparent lies. The disgraced officer even got Denver Police Captain Jerry Whitman, who used to be chief, to write her this recommendation on his city email.
If that person is undesirable at one agency, most likely he's going to be undesirable eventually and do the same things at the smaller agency that he got fired for.
Brian Maass, CBS 4 News.
Cherry Hills Village Police did not hire Abby Dorn. Her lawyer says she is no longer in law enforcement. Randy Hurst did spend 5 years with the Mountain View Police Department, but has since left. He says he did something stupid and wrong, but still wants to be a cop. Vic's up next.